Hi and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Vince. Thanks for stopping by. You're very welcome here indeed. So the YouTube video that's titled How I Fix My Terrible Sleep, 10 Habits, that was produced by the YouTube channel Bryan Johnson, is 10 minutes and 12 seconds in duration. Let's break that down and let's just look at the key points. And please remember, now that I've retired, I get to watch between 20 and 30 longevity type videos every day, as well as reading articles, blogs and scientific studies, and listening to podcasts when I ride my bike. And I only review the videos like this one that I think are going to give real value. So although it's a critique of the original video, it's certainly not a negative criticism. Bryan Johnson shares his personal journey towards achieving what he describes as the best sleep score in human history, emphasizing that these methods do not require a significant financial investment. At number 1, he says, is to identify as a professional sleeper, in that you should prioritize your sleep above everything else, avoiding what he calls the grind culture mentality, which advocates for less sleep and more work. Things like, well, you can sleep when you die. Number 2 is to have a consistent bedtime by establishing a regular bedtime to signal to your body when it's expected to sleep. At 3, he recommends having a wind down routine. So engage in relaxing activities before bed to calm your mind. He mentions reading a book, taking a walk, or just having a hobby, but you must avoid screens and stressful conversations. At 4 is to eat early. You should finish your last meal of the day well before bedtime. Now, based on his personal experiments, he favours early dining, in that his last meal of the day is at 11 a.m. in the morning. At 5, he says to avoid stimulants, so limit the intake of alcohol and caffeine, which can impair your sleep quality. At 6 is regulating evening light. Here, Bryan Johnson recommends using apps such as Flux, and also to use blue light blocking glasses to minimise blue light exposure before bed. His bedroom is entirely blacked out, and if he travels, he wears a sleep mask at night when he sleeps. And number 7 is maintaining the ideal sleep temperature. His vague advice here is not too hot and not too cold for optimal sleep. His temperatures are set by his 8 sleep mattress at 71 degrees for deep sleep and at 73 degrees Fahrenheit for his REM sleep. At 8, he talks about establishing a peaceful sleep environment by creating a conducive sleep environment and establishing sleep-friendly practices. In that, he only uses his bedroom for sleeping. No TV, no reading books, and no talking on the phone. He also talks about, if possible, sleeping alone at night, although I'm not sure how popular that would be with some people. At 9, he talks about his morning light exposure, in that using a bright light as soon as you wake in the morning signals to your body that it's time to wake up. This improves both mood and energy, according to Bryan Johnson. And at 10, he explains the need to gather data. You must track your sleep data to understand what improves or worsens your sleep. He talks about using tools like his Whoop band. He does mention that this does cost money, and that's the reason it's at number 10. Otherwise, he would have placed it at number 1. And I do agree here. I've had a number of conversations with people face-to-face and online who say they have great sleep, but they don't use a tracker. Getting into bed at 10 and having the alarm wake up at 6 does not mean you've had 8 hours of great sleep. Now, there are free sleep apps that you can get from the App Store. They won't be as accurate as wearing a tracker attached to your body, but they are going to be better than nothing.